Good evening and welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina for tonight's PDL matchup between the Charlotte Eagles and the Peachtree City MOBA. My name is Harrison Raby and I will be calling the game tonight. Charlotte Eagles are coming off of a big 8-0 win on Thursday night against the West Virginia Chaos and will look to continue that good form tonight against the MOBA, who are a team that is new to PDL. This is their first year in the league, and they'll be looking to get a win over the reigning South Atlantic Division champs in the Eagles. The Eagles will line up mostly the same as they did on Thursday night, with a change in goal. Will Pyle will be taking over for Jordan Farr. In the back, they'll look the same: Wilfred Williams, Juan Sanchez, Cam Boitez, and Matt Raneka. In the midfield, they'll have Johnny Denton, Macaulay King, and Marco Micheletto. And up top, Jordan Smith-Williams. I'm sorry, they're playing a 4-4-2. And up top, they'll go with Sante Moore and Kwame Dinal. So it looks like they will not be playing with Tresor Mbuyu, who had a hat trick in the first half of their last game. The MOBA will be starting out with Jeremy Booth in goal, Jack Colton, Adam Shikali, Adam Reeks, and Solomon Curizao in the back. Casey Schultes, Jordan Day, Johnny Evans, and Braca Gamara, and Robert Carizosa in the midfield, and Ryan King as a lone striker. So they'll be going 4-5-1 as the Eagles go 4-4-2. We'll see how that difference in styles plays out tonight. And that's good pressure there by Dinal to force a throw in for the MOBA deep in their own territory. We're here at Charlotte Christian School, which has been the host of the Eagles games this year. And a good interception there by the Eagles, and they get it up to Dinal. And Dinal does a good job of finding Marco Micheletto out wide, finds Dinal again. And this is interesting for the Eagles. Good deflection there by the MOBA. Jordan Smith-Williams looked like he might get his first goal of the night. And it's now with the Eagles once again. Out wide to Juan Sanchez. And let's see if the Eagles can do something with it here. Here's Wilfred Williams taking on defenders. But a good interception there by Peachtree City. And the Eagles have it back now after a good defensive play there. And it is with Matt Raneka, who's getting his second straight start in the back. Now let's see if Macaulay King, he gives it away there, and it looks like it's going to be Jeremy Booth in goal. The Eagles will really be hoping they can continue their form from Thursday night. They looked dominant from the opening whistle. They got goals early and often, and it didn't let off the gas pedal, which will be great for their goal differential going forward. But it's interesting because earlier in the year when they were on the road, they tied the Chaos 1-1 before thumping them on Thursday night, excuse me. So we really don't know what we're going to get from the Eagles tonight, but if they can continue that run of play, they should fare well tonight. Good play from the MOBA. They get it up to Ryan King, and now it's out to 17, Robert Carizosa. Good positive play there from Peachtree City, but that's a great play by Macaulay King to dispossess. Tries to do the back heel, and looks like it's going to go out for a goal kick. It's good shielding there by King. Oh, that was actually a throw-in, excuse me, right over the other side of the line. And Peachtree City has it back now. They've got players forward. We'll see if they can get something going here. And that was Jordan Day with a good pass there. But Ryan King wasn't able to connect with his teammate, and he goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Here's Raneka. Does a good job to find Johnny Denton in the middle. Good string of passes there by the Eagles to keep the MOBA honest. Good job there to get to Marco Micoletta. He's playing more withdraw and roll today, but we'll see if he can still use his creativity and athleticism to wreak havoc on this Peachtree City defense. And Boitez plays it over to Renika in the back. This Dave Dixon coached Eagles team is always very disciplined in the back, always has a good shape, but they also do a good job of getting their wing backs forward and putting them in creative positions, so we'll see how that manifests itself tonight. We'll be keeping an eye on that. And good job by Peachtree City's midfielder Jordan Day to switch the point of attack there, but a good job by Renika there to win the headed ball. Oh, this is dangerous. Here's Carrizoso makes Pyle make a tough save there, but a good one-on-one save there by Will Pyle. Carrizoso made an interception on a ill-timed pass over, across the back there, but Pyle was ready for it. Pyle was out of University of South Carolina. It's his second year with the Eagles, and last year he backed up his brother James, and it looks like he's ready to make the start tonight. And Macaulay King is going to try to turn it upfield. Nope, he tries to find Juan Sanchez out wide, but it's intercepted. But Renika's up to the task. And let's see if the Eagles can establish a bit more possession here after coughing up a couple big... Oh, good play there by Denal. This is Jordan Smith-Williams. Might look outside to Juan Sanchez. He does. Sanchez finds Kwame Denal in the middle. And Denal with a great through ball, and that's the first goal of the night. Oh, offsides flag is up. Looks like they're not going to allow it. Yep, offsides. I think that was the right call, too. It was a really smart play by Denal to find, I believe that is Johnny Denton that was making the run there, but I think the ref made the right call there, as Peachtree City did a good job of maintaining an a flat back line and forced the Eagles into an offside position. But it's back with the Eagles now, and William Pyle in goal. Decides to send it up. Good win there by Micoletta, but a good job there by Solomon Lorizano for Peachtree City to dispossess Micoletta and get it back to the keeper. Here's Macaulay King finding Wilfred Williams out wide. Williams is fast and creative, so we'll see if he finds Williams, or Smith Williams, excuse me. On Thursday night, Macaulay King was kind of playing in that withdraw number 6 role, but I think tonight it's going to be Johnny Denton who is playing as a holding midfielder, which will allow King to get forward more, and we'll see if that opens him up to be a bit more attacking tonight. And it is King who finds Boitez. And here's Peachtree City trying to get a counterattack going, but great pressuring by Macaulay King of the Eagles. And they just have to clear it, and that'll fall right to the Eagles. I think that's Juan Sanchez on the ball, and he finds Cam Boitez, the captain. They swing it around nicely to Wilfred Williams, who tries to find Smith Williams and ends up falling to Kwame Denal. Denal came on as a substitute on Thursday night and was able to get his first goal of the season after being out with an injury for the first couple games. And good creativity by the Eagles. Wow, great run there. I think that's Sanchez, and he finds Smith Williams, and that's not offsides. That's the first goal of the game for the Charlotte Eagles. And that'll be Jordan Smith Williams with the goal after a great run by Juan Sanchez. I believe that was Juan Sanchez. I could be wrong, but that was just a really nicely constructed goal. Eagles player really took on a couple of MOBA players, and then was able to find Smith Williams running towards goal, and nothing the keeper could have done there. A great finish by Jordan Smith Williams, just right in the bottom right corner of the net, and that's just how they drew it up right there. That's 1-0 for the Charlotte Eagles, and we'll see if they can hold the lead. Always encouraging to score in the first 10 minutes of the game. And we'll see how Peachtree City responds here. I think they would have liked to play a bit more defensively this first half, but now they need a goal, and they might need to kind of unleash and get a bit more offensive. Hard challenge there by Smith Williams, and it looks like Solomon Lorenzano is down. No, I think he might be able to get back up. Yep. Just a little nick there, and wins himself a free kick. And so it'll be Adam Reeks taking the kick for the MOBA. Good win there by King. And I believe that was actually Santi Moore who was on the assist there, who took on all those defenders for Peachtree City. That was a really impressive individual play, but he was unselfish enough to give it up to Smith Williams, who was definitely in position to get the goal. And here's Smith Williams again on the left side. He tries to find King, but the pass is a little bit behind him, and now it's to Carrizosa for Peachtree City. For Peachtree City, I think what they're going to try to do is use the width of the field and try to target their big striker, Ryan King, who has already scored a goal in this campaign, and definitely possesses the tangibles where he could get up and get a header and equalize this game. So the Eagles will have to keep an eye on him. And that's what they're going to try to do right there. Definitely tried to get it to Ryan King there. That was a good ball there by Lorenzano, and King just went up and over some players, toppling them over to the ground, but it's going to end up being a goal kick. And here's Macaulay King. Back to Denton. I believe that's Jack Colton on the left side, and he tries to play it up to, maybe that was Evans, but it's easily into the hands of William Pyle. And now Wilfred Williams has some space in front of him. Let's see what he can do with that. And he tries to find Marco Micheletta. It's intercepted by a Peachtree City defender. And they're really working through Jordan Day here, who's doing a good job getting in front of that back line and kind of connecting the back line to the midfield. And this is dangerous from Peachtree City. Good cut back there. And King's on the ball, who's being defended well. And that's a hard challenge, but the ref says it's clean by Macaulay King. And Denal in pursuit now. That ball's not going to go into the box, so the keeper just has to knock it out of bounds. Good pressure by Kwame Denal to win back possession for his team. And it goes back to Denal, throw in. The cross is in, but pretty easily handled there by Peachtree City defender. The Eagles are doing a good job so far of pressuring every ball, and it's forcing Peachtree City into some mistakes that they wouldn't otherwise make. It just seems like there's an Eagles defender, whether they're in their own half or in Peachtree City's half. It seems like there's an Eagles defender on every player that Peachtree City has on the ball, and that's forced some errors there. And here's Marco Micheletta in the center, and he gets it to Santi Moore. Moore already with an assist tonight. Another great run, but ended up knocked away. I think he was probably fouled there, but the ref called advantage, and he wants to foul again. But I think the play that eventually forced the clearance seemed to be pretty clean to me. And it's Denton on the ball now. Let's see what he can do with it. He plays it back to Boitez, who swings it over to Macaulay King. King does a good job of finding Juan Sanchez with a nice lofted ball. Sanchez into, I think that was Micoletta, tries to get a shot, and headed out for a throw-in. That looked like it was going to be a corner. It was a good play there by Colton. And falls to Denton. Tries to get it to Smith Williams. Good back heel there to Wilfred Williams. Smart play there by the Kings Warriors midfielder. And here's Micoletta. That's an obvious foul right outside, right on the edge of the box. And it's going to be a yellow card for the Peachtree City defender. And that's going to be Robert Carzosa, who is issued the yellow card. And Marco Micoletta is going to take the free kick from just a little outside of the box on the left side and swing it in, try to get it onto one of those big heads like Cam Boitez or Kwame Denal. Good ball in there, but good job by the Kings Warriors defenders to get it out. I think he was targeting Boitez there, but nothing doing for the Eagles, but it's going to be a throw-in. Good job finding Moore. Moore cuts it back, takes it onto his left foot. I think he was trying to find Marco Micoletta there on the back post, but it was just a little bit too high for him. Good thought there by Moore, though. He's been very dynamic and not afraid to take on defenders tonight, and it's worked out well for him. That assist was extremely impressive by him in the 10th minute, finding Jordan Smith-Williams. Jordan Day just knocks it back to Colton and to Carzosa. And they're going to play it up, trying to find the guy on the left wing, but smart play there by Renica. And it's Moore again with the ball. He finds Macaulay King. Back to Moore. Let's see if they can swing it over to Williams, who has some space in front of him. Boitez is going to take it up himself. And he tries to find Kwame Denal, and he does. That's a very nice ball. Let's see if the Eagles can get some guys in the box. But that's good defending there by Adam Reeks, and it's going to be a goal kick. Just does a good job of seizing on the big touch by Denal and shielding it out for a goal kick. Jeremy Booth's done a good job in goal so far for Peachtree City. There's absolutely nothing you could have done about that goal. I mean, one-on-one, and Smith Williams just placed that ball right in the bottom corner of his net. He did a good job of coming out and cutting out the angle, but sometimes you just can't do anything about it. And now it's with Lorizano. Lorizano's making a run up the right side as Gamara has the ball now. It's back to Gamara. But a good play there by the Eagles, Macaulay King. The challenge, and Denal's chasing down Reeks, who was able to just knock it back to Booth in goal. This is Adam Shikali on the ball now. He knocks it out to Colton. Johnny Evans with a nice turn, and he's going to try to find Lorizano down there, but a good challenge by Wilfred Williams. Wilfred Williams is a converted defender. Last year he played for the Eagles, and he was more of a winger or sometimes a midfielder, but they're using him as a left back this year, and His pace is really well suited for that, and he's done a good job defending it, I think, as well. We saw him win a good challenge there, and when you can have outside backs that can really stretch the field and take on defenders, that makes you a lot more dangerous. And I think that's something that we've seen with Dave Dixon's teams the last 2 years. So last year with Yearwood and McCarter, and this year with Sanchez and Williams. They definitely do a good job of putting guys in those wingback positions where they can kind of be attackers too, but also are able to fulfill their defensive responsibilities. As Renika has the ball and finds Moore. Moore will try to take on another defender. And he tries to slip it up to Denal, but it looks like Peachtree City defender Adam Shikali was able to knock that over the inline for a corner. Good pursuit there by Denal to force a tough clearance, or keep the clearance from going through and forcing Shikali to knock it out for a corner. And I think that's going to be Marco Micheletto, and he has Denal for a short corner option. I'm kind of surprised they aren't putting Denal in the box with his size. He might have been able to get a header there. And a good win by Peachtree City to knock that out. And it falls to Denton, who knocks it back to Wilford Williams. And Moore was way offsides, so it just fell right to Jeremy Booth. And the MOBA are able to regain their shape after a hectic couple of minutes there. Definitely see most of the possession in Peachtree City's half, and I think they'll be looking for ways to control the ball a bit better going forward, and hopefully get the game in the Eagles' half more so that they can try to get an equalizer. Evans is able to pick out Reeks there. This is Shikali on the ball now. And the ball goes over the top. It looks like Wilford Williams is able to... No, he has it down, but it goes right down to Ryan King, who finds Gamara on the right wing. Let's see if he can find a way to get it in. He plays it back to Salman Lorzano. Over to Day. Day switches fields nicely. And the cross is in, but no targets in the box there. And William Pyle has a easy time of it, just collecting that and resetting possession there. And it looks like the Eagles are going to swing it around to Cam Boitez. And this is Marco Micheletto on the ball. Finds King. Good job taking on Carrizosa there. And here's Gamara. Plays it out wide to Lorzano. Good job by Denton there, getting out to Wilford Williams. Had King showing for him. And Micheletto's going to try to carry it forward. Good 1-2 there with Moore, who gets it out to... But Micheletto leaves it for Sanchez. And I think he was trying to play it to himself there, but alert defending by... I think that was Johnny Evans. And here's Macaulay King on the ball, trying to set up the attack. He tried to get it into Jordan Smith-Williams there, but good job by Johnny Evans and Jordan Day to collapse on that ball. But it's back with the Eagles now, and they find Kwame Denal. And a Good attempt there by Ryan King. He just played it a little bit too hard, but nice job using the outside of his right foot there, trying to tee up his teammate Casey Schultes. And Macaulay King with a low-driven ball over to the left wing with Wilford Williams. It looked like he was going to switch the field there, didn't, but does a good job turning and finding more for the 1-2. And now it's over with Watson Sanchez on the right side. Finds Moore. Moore's probably going to take on another guy. He does. And I think he was trying to queue up either Jordan Smith-Williams or Kwame Denal there, but he didn't really have either guy making the run he needed to make and fell pretty easily to Jeremy Booth. Here's Day. It's a hard challenge there by, I believe that was Johnny Denton. No card, but just a hard foul. So they're just going to look to play it back and switch it around, swing it around the back. Lorenzano on the ball now, and he finds King checking in. Peachtree City's definitely doing a better job possessing the ball, but they're having a tough time breaking the Eagles' defense. The Eagles are definitely doing a good job of maintaining their shape and conceding a little bit of possession, but not letting it get into the final third. Carrizosa on the ball, but they swing it around to Lorenzano. And they're going to try to play the over-the-head ball, and they are able to do that successfully. And let's see if Gamara can do anything there. Good challenge by Wilford Williams, and it's going to be a foul on Gamara, who just got his arms into that one a little bit too much and kind of hooked Williams there. Pretty easy call there for the ref. And I think they're going to send William Pyle forward to blast this one forward into the MOBA's half. That's exactly what they do. But a good win there by Reeks. Good job by King finding Ryan. And they wanted a foul there. It looks like he might be down hurt. I think that is Carrizosa, but I could be wrong. But the Eagles are counterattacking. Nonetheless, Marco Micheletta on the ball and tried to find Santi Moore there, but good defending by Evans. And they get it back up to Evans on the right side, who's got two Eagles defenders on him. Good job of cutting back and getting it to Gamara. And I think they're just going to knock it out so that Roberto Carrizosa can receive some treatment here. It's a hard tackle, and he wanted a foul there, but could have gone either way. Ref decided not to call it. Good chance for some of the Eagles players to get some water and receive some instruction from Coach Dixon. And it looks like Carrizosa is going to be able to carry on. He just got a little bit of a nick there and was down for about a minute, but he's back on his feet now. And Micheletta's just going to knock it back to MOBA's keeper, Jeremy Booth. Shikali out wide to Colton. And they're going to swing it all the way over. A little bit too high for Rem Kamara there. And the Eagles are going to swing it around the back too. Renica all the way over to Sanchez. Doesn't have any midfielders checking for him though, except for Macaulay King. And so they're going to swing it back around. And he finds Micheletta there. Micheletta Good lofted ball over to Juan Sanchez, who's running at this Peachtree City defense. Eagles right backs on the ball now. Finds Smith Williams, who has a big touch, but is able to knock it back to Renica to retain possession. This is Cam Boytes on the ball. And Santi Moore does a good job of knocking it over to Wilford Williams, who was just a little bit out of, wasn't quite able to get on the end of that. And here's Johnny Evans taking it up from the back. Now it's Lorenzano. And King just knocks it back to Lorenzano, and Peachtree City's doing a good job of keeping possession here. Now here's King on the outside, cutting it into the center. Finds Day, and this could be something from the MOBA. Good tackle there by King, but Day's able to get it back. Still Day. Oh, good interception there by Jordan Smith-Williams. And it looks like the Eagles are going to try to get on the counter, but a bit sloppy there, and it's back with Peachtree City. Good pass there. It's with King. Let's see if he can find the last ball. He tries to take a shot with his left foot, but it goes way wide left, and it'll be a Eagles goal kick. But that was better from Peachtree City. It looks like they're getting a bit more attacking. It was a good job by Ryan King checking back and getting himself more involved. He's definitely the guy that they want to get it to, but they hadn't really been able to get it to that final third, so I think it was smart of him to kind of come back, even though he's their lone striker, and get himself more involved. And they were able to run at the Eagles a little bit there, and if they had had one guy make a better run, they might have had a really good chance at that one, but King was forced to shoot from distance. And here's Lorenzano. Coughs it up there and didn't. Ooh, that was a soft foul there by Denton. Looked like it was kind of 50-50, and the ref's going to have a word with Johnny Denton after that one. I think he's saying that he feels like Denton stepped on his leg, but I think that one could have gone either way. And Adam Rakes will take this one and hope to find one of his teammates' heads, and it's Ryan King going up for it, but good play by Renica, and then Sanchez, who knocks it to King, who's able to get it away. But it's back with Day for the MOBA. Oh, good job there by Peachtree City, getting it out to Schultes. Schultes plays it inside, but a little bit too far. But it falls to Johnny Evans, who lets it go to Gamara. But good fight there by Jordan Smith-Williams, who is able to get the ball and knock it out of harm's way to Marco Micheletta. But good play there by Lorenzano. Wilford Williams is able to get on the ball there. Good pursuit there by King. They're not giving. Peachtree City's definitely not lacking heart in this game. They're pressuring hard and trying to get a bit more possession, but they're definitely making every pass and every clearance hard on the Eagles, and it earned them a throw in there from the right side. And Boytes is able to seize on that one and knock it up to Micheletta, who's being pressured, and to Denal. Peachtree City's got a lot of guys forward. If they aren't careful, this could be a counter. And Sanchez just knocks it to Moore. Moore is more or less playing right wing, but he's been coming in a lot, which has been really effective for him and trying to run at some defenders. The Eagles are playing very fluidly, and right now it looks kind of like Macaulay King is replacing him and letting Moore get in the center and get on the ball a bit more. Here he is with the ball. And he's going to try to find Sanchez out wide. Yep, he was wide open. Good ball there by Moore to Sanchez, and Moore's going to run into the box. He's got a few other guys in there. Sanchez decides to play it off to Smith-Williams. To Denal, he tried to do the back heel pass, but Moore's back on the ball now. And he tries to find Wilfred Williams, but good interception there by Lorenzano for Peachtree City. Now Cam Boitez finds Jernica. That center back pairing has been really solid all game long. And Adam Reeks just swings it over to Shikali to Colton. Good interception there by Sanchez, who finds King. Got Denton. They're trying to find a way to get it to Marco Micoletta, but instead they decided to go to King and then Smith-Williams. A little bit of an errant pass there, and Renica went in there sliding, trying to save it from going out of touch, but wasn't quite able to. So it'll be Moba's ball. Shikali on the ball here. Eagles are letting him take his time with it. Plays it to Johnny Evans. Tight passing there. Johnny Evans still on the ball. They get it up to Cardozosa. And Kwame Denal with a good interception, and he's off to the races. He's got some guys chasing him. Good cut in there. Booth coming off his line. Now Booth is way off his line, but good defending there by Peachtree City, who had a couple guys swarm to the ball there to keep him from shooting while the keeper was out. Wilfred Williams tries to take it off the half volley with his left foot, but goes a little bit wide left. But it was a great aware play there by Kwame Denal to seize on that bad pass, and good pace there by some of the Peachtree City defenders to keep him from having a one-on-one with the keeper there and force him to kind of try to knock it around him, and he almost did get a shot on goal there. Shows why you have to be so careful with the ball when you're in your own half. And they're going to try to knock it up to Schultes, but it's offsides. Schultes doesn't have much of the ball. They really have been coming down the right a lot more than they have coming down the left. So we'll see if they try to do something to balance out their attack a bit more in the second half. 39th minute now. Eagles are still up 1-0. And Macaulay King with a good win, finding Micoletta, who gets it out wide to Sanchez. And now it's Santi Moore on the ball. And Kwame Denal does a good job of holding it up and tries to lay it off to Moore there, but intercepted by Peachtree City. That's a pretty obvious jersey grab there by Macaulay King, and I think the ref might have a talk with him there. And I don't think he's going to go in the books, though. I think that was just a tactical foul to keep him from getting out on the break. No real complaints there from King. And Reeks just lets it fall to Lorenzana there. This is Shikali coming up from the back and finds his teammate Schultes. Now it's over to Gamara. Lorenzana with a tough play there to keep Smith-Williams from dispossessing him there. And Day with a cheeky little back heel to knock it back to his center back, Shikali there. And Evans finds Day, who knocks it back to Shikali, back to Day. And I think they're going to try to swing it around here and get a bit more fluidity going. Cardozo, I think, tried to do a back heel, and it kind of didn't really work out for him, but it fell right back to him. So Peachtree City's able to keep possession. It's a good string of passes they've got going. To Gamara. Good job by Williams there to fend off King and get it back to Boitez so that they can swing it around the back. It's going to go all the way back to Pyle there. One thing I've noticed is that William Pyle hasn't had any pressure when they've knocked it back to him, but on the contrary, when Peachtree City's knocked it back to their keeper booth, it seems like Kwame Denal or Jordan Smith-Williams or one of those Eagles players is pressuring hard. Now it's with Denal in a dangerous position. Has his jersey grabbed a little bit, but I think the rest is going to play advantage. Yep, he does. Wilford Williams tried to get on that ball, but just a little bit too far for his outstretched leg, so it's going to be a throw-in. Shikali finding Evans, see if he can turn. He does, but turns right back around when he saw Kwame Denal with the pressure. And this is Cardozo, I think, dispossessed and falls to Kwame Denal, who finds Marco Micoletta. Tried to get it back into Denal, but good defending by Reeks. Jordan Smith-Williams finds finds Denton there. This is Santi Morta. Oh, good 1-2 there. And Morta's shot off the post and saved by Jeremy Booth. Wow, really great 1-2 there from Denton and Santi Moore. And his shot bounced right off the post. Looked like it was going to go in, but good recovery there by Jeremy Booth to keep it off the end line. Day just knocks it back to Shikali. Back to Day. And hard pressure there by Marco Micoletta. Micoletta. Long ball there from Reeks. But Wilford Williams dispossesses there. Good pursuit by Denton, but here's Johnny Evans finding Ryan King. Back to Evans, who's going to have a shot, but it goes a little bit high and wide there. Took it off the bounce and was trying to kind of get some topspin on that one, I think, but wasn't quite able to get it down. So Pyle just plays it safe to his center back, Renika. Good play there by Macaulay King to get it out of harm's way, knock it back to the back, and here's Marco Micoletto. Wilford Williams tries to cut in, but good defending there by Peachtree City's Lorenzano. Williams knocks it back to Boitez. Boitez again. This is Santi Moore. Good triangular passing there by Moore, Smith-Williams, and Denton. Sanchez, I think, tried to find King there, but it was cut out. But it's going to go back to Pyle, who comes outside of his box slightly to collect that and hit it to Kim Boitez. Boitez in no rush. And the fourth official holds up his board that indicates there will be 1 minute of stoppage time added on to the first half. Doesn't look like the Eagles are in too much of a hurry to get another goal before the half, but if something opens up for them, I'm sure they'll take advantage of it. Sanchez just knocks it back to Pyle. Back to Sanchez, and I think the half will be ending any second here. Not very urgent from Charlotte, as I think they're just content to go into halftime with a 1-0 lead. But here's Boitez to King. Back to Boitez. Here's Santi Moore. This is probably the Charlotte's last chance to get a second goal before half. Over to Sanchez, out wide. Sanchez finds Santi Moore again. Good defense there by Evans, but the Eagles hold on to it. Santi Moore on the ball. Knocks it back to Renica, and that's going to be the half. Charlotte Eagles are up 1-0 on a Jordan Smith-Williams goal in the 10th minute, assisted by Santi Moore. Could have had a second goal easily there off the shot that went off the posts by Moore, but I'm sure Charlotte will be happy to be up 1-0 at half. And we're back for the second half here from Charlotte Christian School as the Charlotte Eagles lead the Peachtree City MOBA 1-0 off of a Jordan Smith-Williams goal in the 10th minute. Peachtree City did a good job defending last half, getting some midfielders back, and made it really hard for the Eagles to get any counterattacks or through balls through. So we'll see if they continue that in the second half or if they try to open it up more and be a bit more attacking to try to get an equalizer. No subs at halftime, so we're going to have the same lineups out there for a while. We do have 6 subs available in the PDL, so I would imagine both teams will get to sub in sometime in the next 15 minutes, but same 22 guys out there right now. And the Eagles are just passing it around the back here and finds Micheletto, and this is Juan Sanchez who finds Santi Moore. Eagles have possessed it the entire first minute of this half. Oh, knocks it off of Denton there, and it's King with the ball, and he's got a runner in there, but good defending by the Eagles to swarm to him and give William Pyle a chance to come out and collect that one. Looks like William Pyle is going to get him forward and blast the punt up. Juan Sanchez was showing for him, kind of wanted it, but Kwame Denal goes up for it, but isn't quite able to come down with it. But here's Macaulay King with the ball, finds Sanchez, who finds Micheletto, and it's to Moore. Here's Sanchez cutting in. Out to Marco Micheletto, but it goes out for a throw-in. The pass was just a little bit too far for Marco Micheletto there. And here's Sanchez. Oh, good ball there to Santi Moore, and it was just barely cleared out in time by Adam Shikali there for Peachtree City, but that could have been really dangerous. Good throw there by Matt Renica, the center back from Davidson College, locally. Good pass there by Sanchez, and I think Marco Renica was trying to play a one-touch ball over the top to Moore, but just was a little bit too high for him and goes out for a throw-in. Jack Colton on the throw, but good job there by Renica to get that one. And hard challenge there by number 25 Jack Colton on Marco Micheletto, and he's talking to the ref. I don't think the ref is gonna. He's calling him back now. He might be giving him a yellow card. Nope, just stern talking to, but I don't think there's gonna be any bookings there. And Sanchez gets it restarted by playing to Johnny Denton. Good long ball there by Boitez. Out to Moore, but good shielding there by number 18, Casey Schultes. And here's Santi Moore. Plays a low ball, and it was trying to find Kwame Denal there, but just knocked away in the nick of time by the Peachtree City defender. Wilford Williams knocks it back to Denton, who goes back to Renica. Here's Macaulay King. I think he might try to play one in the air. Nope, he's going to carry it himself, and then over to Sanchez. Oh, nice little play there. He was trying to nutmeg the defender and hit it to King, and almost worked well for him. And that'll be a throw-in for Peachtree City. Dave back to Colton. And good decision there by Cam Boitez to just knock it back to Pyle and not risk giving it away in his final third. And the Eagles wanted offsides there, and they got it. It looked like Brian Gamaro was coming back, and he received it onside, but I think he was offside just when the ball was played. So good call there by the linesman. And the Eagles tried to play a long ball there, but it was just a little bit too far, and goes out for a goal kick. Booth gets it restarted. Here's Colton, the left back. Doesn't have enough guys showing for him. Finally, Johnny Evans does. And Evans knocks it back. Oh, good interception there by Smith Williams in a dangerous area. Pulls it back. Finds Santi Moore, who's shielding, but being defended well, looks like by Colton. Tries to split the defenders, but good defending there by Johnny Evans. And it's Sanchez on the ball now. Let's see if he can find a little bit of a shove there from Evans. And here's Denal on the ball. He's going to try to turn and shoot. Nope, he goes out wide to Santi Moore. See if Moore can play a dangerous ball in there. He plays one, but it's just a little bit too high for Marco Micheletto. And now it's Wilford Williams. Punched away by Jeremy Booth. Kwame Denal settles it. And Booth comes out and gets him out of danger there. That was some good defending there by Peachtree City to keep the Eagles from having a shot on goal. And it falls right to Ryan King, the lone striker for Peachtree City. Santi Moore's looking for a teammate, and he finds Matt Renica all the way in the back. Plays it over to Boitez, who's a second-year Eagle out of Lipscomb College. Lipscomb University, excuse me. Good job checking by Marco Micheletto. And Santi Moore does a good job of coming back to create a triangle for them to pass through. And here's Marco Micheletto with a little bit of space in front of him. He shoots, and it looked like it got a slight deflection off of Adam Chikali, which slowed it down for Jeremy Booth to make a pretty comfortable save there. And Jordan Day is playing as a holding midfielder, but it seems like a lot of times he's filling in for one of the wing backs, and it's a little bit of trouble there for Peachtree City, but was able to clear it. But it falls back to Marco Micheletto. Let's see if he can get Denal or Moore involved, but a great shield there by Adam Reeks, who's been rock solid all night for Peachtree City. And it looks like Marco Micheletto is down with a little injury there. I think Reeks tried to help him up, but might be kind of serious. They might have the training staff. Nope, he's back on his feet, and hopefully it's just a little nick and nothing that he can't play through. Booth, the goal kick. Won by Gumara, but it'll be out for a throw-in. Finds Boitez. I think they're going to try to swing it around to Sanchez. Nope, Renica goes back to Boitez. Don't want to be too predictable. He finds King with a short pass. Those three midfielders for the Eagles: King, Moore, King, Denton, and Moore Micheletto are all really pretty interchangeable. They all can get back and defend, but they can also all get up and press forward and try to get a goal. So we've seen times when it seemed like King was playing as a holding midfielder at the start. Denton was playing as a holding midfielder. We've even seen guys like Santi Moore and Marco Micheletto come back and link up between the defense and the midfield. So having that versatility really makes life a lot easier for the Eagles. And a nice little play there by Micheletto to get out of harm's way and find Santi Moore. And Santi Moore is going to run at this defense again, but a good tackle there by Johnny Evans. And it's going to fall to Colton, who tries to clear, but ends up getting blocked by Juan Sanchez. And here's going to be our first substitution of the night. And it looks like number 9, Bilal Nakli, Nakli will come on, as well as number 13, Alex Rodoloni. And it definitely looks like Jack Colton's coming out, as well as Casey Schultes, and I think they've got one more sub. All three are Peachtree City substitutions, and it's going to be Jordan Day making way for number 24, Tak Ashiyu Gadazi. Mashing long name there. Long clearance by the Eagles, and looks like Reeks is going to try to find his wing back there, but good interception by Wilford Williams. And Boitez just selects to knock it back to Pyle. Once again, no we're getting a little pressure there from Carrizosa, but Pyle just decides to boot it. And it'll be interesting to see with fresh legs on the field if that helps the MOBA, gives them a bit of a spring in their step and helps them get an equalizer. Looks like one of the substitutes is on the ball right now, but gives it away to Wilford Williams. That actually was not one of the substitutes. That was Solomon Lorenzano coming all the way up from right back. It looks like Gamara running at the Eagles' defense and playing it out wide to Ridoloni. And I think that took a deflection off of Moore. Yes, it does. And the throw-in goes to Denton. Good defending there by Sanchez. And Sanchez is able to collect it again. Plays it up to Marco Micheletto. Marco Micheletto is going to run at this. Oh, almost got it up to Kwame Denal, but good heads-up play by Adam Chikali to get in the way of that. And here's Gamara on the ball. He plays it to King, but good clearance there. And now we've got Alex Ridoloni. Plays it with his left foot, and I think that's just going to go out for a goal kick. The Eagles are getting up a bit more. I think they're aiming to get this ball into Peachtree City's half and keep the game back down there. But good play there by Rodoloni. And Denton turns and finds Shikali. They're able to switch the fields and play it to Solomon Lorenzano. Good play there by Denton to find his teammate for a 1-2. Good back heel. Plays it off to Taku. And shot by Gamara, and that goes way high. He's very upset about that one. High and a little bit wide, too. He had a left-footed shot from about 20 yards, 25 yards away. So, but didn't trouble the goalkeeper and be out for a goal kick. And it'll be Alex Rotoloni, excuse me, on the throw in, but it falls pretty safely to Renica for the Eagles. And here's Kwame Denal. Hasn't seen the ball in a few minutes. And tries to play it to Jordan Smith-Williams. It's a dangerous ball. Jeremy Booth gets a knee on it and then is able to collect it, but that posed a problem for the MOBA for sure. Good ball there by Kwame Denal. The Jamaican forward from Corbin University has posed a lot of problems here for Peachtree City. He's definitely big and athletic and also a very unselfish player. Even though he's a forward, he's definitely tried to set up his teammates well. And here's Peachtree City on the counterattack with King, who finds Knockley. Knockley cuts in, plays it to King. King takes it onto his left foot, tries to take a shot, but it's blocked by Sanchez. And a good job by Moore to carry it out of harm's way. But back with King, who finds a teammate. And that's Carrizosa on the ball now. And Johnny Denton plays it up, looking for the running Knockley. But good job by the Eagles to control it. And now they're on the counter. This is Santi Moore running at them. He tried to play it up to Marco Micheletto, but led him by a bit too much and didn't really give him a shot at it. So it's going to be a throw-in for Peachtree City. I think the ref's backing Rotoloni back there. I think he was about to throw it from an advanced position. And Mashingadzi plays it back to Shikali, and it's out for another Peachtree City throw-in. Good win there by Johnny Denton, but it's collected again by Peachtree City. Mashingadzi on the ball now, taking over for Day in that holding midfield position. Good pressure there by Santi Moore, but Peachtree City's able to get it out of pressure and over to Lorenzano, who kicks it, trying to find, I think that was Knockley, but falls to Juan Sanchez, and Eagles are just going to swing it around the back. Out to Wilfred Williams. And they're going to switch fields again. Here's Santi Moore on the ball. Moore finds Denton, who gets it out of harm's way. I could be wrong, but it seems like they've slid Santi Moore inside to play the number 10 role and Marco Micheletto out wide as a right winger. In the first half, they were reversed, but I think they just want to get Moore on the ball a bit more. And good combination there between Marco Micheletto and Jordan Smith-Williams. They like to play it back now. Renica over to Boitez. Back to Renica. Sanchez is way up high. He's going to... Here's Santi Moore. Let's see if he can find Juan Sanchez. Instead, he goes to Jordan Smith-Williams. But good play there by Johnny Denton to dispossess. Or, excuse me, Johnny Evans to dispossess. Still with Peachtree City in the back. This is Adam Reeks, decides to play the big ball. And he finds his teammate, but well handled by Wilfred Williams, who's able to win the ball back and get it all the way back to William Pyle. And here's Juan Sanchez. Oh, good footwork there It's a great play to keep the ball there and able to get it back to his teammate Renika. He had a couple defenders on him there. Now with Williams, let's see if he can get a teammate to check. No, he decides to play back to Kim Boitez. Here's Marco Micoletta coming up from the right side. Finds Kwame Denal. Denal back to Moore. Moore takes a shot, but falls way wide and a little high too. I think he wanted to get that to the far post and took it off of his outside of his foot and didn't really come out as he wanted it to. So didn't trouble Jeremy Booth, who takes the goal kick there. Mashingadze, it's a good job checking in and switching it over to the right center back Reeks. Johnny Evans here. Good dispossession by the Eagles, but another good dispossession by Peachtree City. And here's Santi Moore. He does not get tired. Every time he gets the ball, he wants to run at 2 or 3 defenders. And Kwame Denal is going to have a shot, and that's a rocket into the top left corner for Kwame Denal to put the Eagles up 2-0. Got the ball out of a bit of a chaotic situation and took it onto his left foot, and before Jeremy Booth even knew what was happening, that ball was lasered into his top near post. Great individual play by Kwame Denal there, and to double the Charlotte Eagles lead. Santi Moore did a good job of running at the Eagles defense and lost the ball, or at the Peachtree City defense, and lost the ball, but the MOBA weren't quite able to clear it and ended up falling to Denal, and he knows how to do one thing, and that is put the ball in the back of the net, and he did that very well there. So 2-0 Charlotte Eagles lead here in the beginning of the 68th minute. Good job by Mashingadze. But, they're going to call a foul there on Juan Sanchez, who I think he just kind of nicked Bill Al-Nakli's leg. So back with Peachtree City now. Mashingadze on the ball. Tough defense there by Kwame Denal. Surprised there's no call. Now it's with Jordan Smith-Williams, who I think that ball may have hit him in the head before he was able to collect it. That was a really impressive goal by Kwame Denal. I mean, he definitely has been unselfish all game, but right there he knew he had a little bit of space to his left, and I don't know if the defenders didn't know he was left-footed or just didn't think he could get it off that quickly. And right there, Marco Micoletta tried to play Santi Moore, but the pass was a little behind him. Definitely an excellent finish there by Kwame Denal. And I don't know any keeper in the PDL who's saving that one. Good job by Johnny Ditton not to give the ball away and instead to knock it back to Boitez. And here's Denal again, who hits it back to Wilford Williams, and I think they're just going to swing it around the back once again. He's got Juan Sanchez there on the right side. But, yep, they find Sanchez. Good job by Peachtree City, who is able to shift to the right to counteract the switching of fields, and it's going to be a Peachtree City throw. Falls to Mashingadze. And here's Lorenzano on the ball. Good defending there by Jordan Smith-Williams. He's been pressuring high all game, and it's really made life a lot harder on the MOBA tonight. Eagles playing really high here, and Good pressure there by Santi Moore. Looked like he was knocked down there by Adam Chikali. It might have been incidental, but it might not have been. But Renica able to find Johnny Denton, who's very composed and able to get it out wide to Wilford Williams. So I think Moore's still kind of upset about that no call there. Here's Cam Boitez. Tried to find Marco Micheletto there, but good job by Taku Mashingaidzi. And here's Gamara running at the Eagles' defense. Plays it to Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans turns, finds a Gamara again. Takes it onto his left foot. Tries to find Roberto Carrizosa, but good job by the Eagles' defense to not let him receive it there. And here's Marco Micheletto getting a run from Kwame Denal. Decides instead to cut it inside. And I don't know what they're going to call here. I think they called a handball or a foul on Marco Micheletto. There's a little extracurricular activity going on there from one of the Peachtree City players. I think that was Gamara. Micheletto doing a good job not reacting to it. And Gamara, I think the ref was, trying to cool him off and warn him that if he continues that, he could get a yellow card himself. So it'll be Taku Mashingaidzi here for the MOBA on the free kick. And Santi Moore is having a word with the ref, but I think we're going to be able to get back to playing here in a second. So here the official calls over Santi Moore and Adam Chikali just to calm them down. And, we're going to have another substitution here. And Jordan Smith-Williams comes out and makes way for Ryan Williams, midfielder out of John Brown University, who will take over on the left wing. Smith-Williams, of course, scored the opening goal in the 10th minute and was dangerous all night for the Eagles, pressuring hard and creating a lot of errors by Peachtree City, and a great finish there for that first goal, too. Good run to get that pass from Moore and then clinically finished. But we'll see what Williams can do here. The Eagles still have 5 substitutions to work with and only 18 minutes left in the game. I can understand why they wouldn't want to use them because what they've got right now is working pretty well, but we'll see if they are a bit more active with subs later in the game. And good sliding save there by Alex Rodoloni. But Johnny Denton's able to collect it, and I think William Pyle's calling off Boitez. Wants to take that himself and decides to play it off to Wilford Williams. Williams with the long ball trying to find Kwame Denal, but Booth doing a good job of coming up to the edge of his box and collecting that. And here's Naku Mashingaidzi. We haven't seen a lot of Ryan King this half, especially in the last 15 minutes. The Eagles have done a good job of not letting him get on the ball, and I think that's very intentional. Marco Micheletto, hard defending there on Evans, and I think the ref's playing advantage. Denton wins it back for the Eagles. Santi Moore with a good play there to get past two, maybe 3 Peachtree City defenders. And they play it up to Ryan King, who gets a challenge there from, I believe that was, yes, it was Matt Renica. Sanchez back to Renica. And here's Denton. Oh, good play there by Williams, finding Denal for a 1-2. Back to King, who tries to play it out wide for Wilford Williams, who is way up on the left side, but came off the bounce and bounced over his head. Unlucky for the Eagles, but really good work in possession. Oh, they actually give the throw in to the Eagles. I think it might have taken a deflection right before Williams got to it. Wilford Williams, that is, not Ryan. And Macaulay King settles it. Plays it over to Santi Moore. But good defending there by the Peachtree City defender, Rodoloni, and forces Moore to make a tactical foul. There's Mashin Gaidzi. Plays it up to Carzosa. Let's see what the MOBA can do here. Good ball by Gamara, finding his teammate. I believe that was Bilal Nakli on the right. Plays it in, trying to find Ryan King there. Oh, sloppy play from King. And that shot just went barely wide right. And it's going to be a corner, though. I think they ruled that Cam Boites got a deflection on that one. And it's a good thing he did, because otherwise he had an open shot at goal. So good play by Boites to force the corner. And it'll be a corner kick for the MOBA. If anyone knows what MOBA means, let me know. Left-footed corner into the box. Good play by Boites to knock it away. And another good play by Johnny Denton to get it out of harm's way. Kwame Denal back to Moore. And here's Kwame Denal. Oh, good play there by Rodoloni to dispossess Kwame Denal and knock it back to the keeper. Peachtree City's first year in PDL, and they're affiliated with a youth academy down there, the Peachtree City MOBA, and we'll see what they can do in PDL this year. So far, they are in second to last place in the South Atlantic Division, although it's still pretty early in the year. That's a foul there, and we'll see if any cards come out, but this could be a dangerous place for the Eagles to have a free kick. And it looks like they've got Marco Micheletto in the area, as well as maybe Macaulay. No, Macaulay King's back there. I can't tell who the Eagles player tying his shoes is there, but I think he'll possibly be a left-footed option. It's Santi Moore. Eagles are leading the South Atlantic Division with a 3-0-1 record with 10 points, 4 points ahead of the Southwest Virginia Kings Warriors. While Peachtree City has 3 points, putting them in second to last. The expanded South Atlantic Division with a couple expansion teams, such as the Tri-Cities Otters and South Georgia Tormenta FC. Which should make the Eagles' path to another South Atlantic Division championship harder, but they seem to not be having too much trouble with it so far. And I think it's going to be Santi Moore lining up solo for this free kick. Hits it low into the wall. Marco Micheletto is able to collect it and takes it out wide. A gang of Peachtree City defenders on him. A little shoving match there, and it's going to go to Peachtree City for the throw-in. Throws it down the line to Gamara. Good take there by Gamara, but good job by Micheletto. And here's Micheletto on the ball. Takes it onto his right foot. Shot. Just wide left. Good job keeping it low by Micheletto and getting it past the defenders who were trying to get a deflection on that, but just barely wide of goalkeeper Jeremy Booth's outside post. Hard challenge there by Macaulay King. Great tackle. Santi Moore on the ball now. Tried to get a 1-2 going with Kwame Denal there, but good play by Adam Reeks to break that one up. And now we got Peachtree City on a counter. Good contest there by Kwame Denal to knock it out. And Taku Mashingadzi heads it over to Bilal Nakli. And Denal's all the way back there. Good job by him to knock it out of harm's way. Doing a good job defending, but I think the Eagles would like to have him up in their final third, getting him another goal. And the Eagles have a substitute waiting, and that's going to be number 3, Curran Page, who is Denal's teammate at Corbin University. Job by Evans there, hooking up with Gamara. And Sanchez will watch that go out for a throw-in. And here's going to be the substitution. And Santi Moore makes way for Curran. So, Curran Page. So I think that the Eagles might be going a little bit more defensive-minded here because Page is usually a defender. It looks like they're going to play him at right wing, but I would imagine he's not going to be getting too far up of the pitch as the Eagles just want to preserve their 2-0 lead here in the last 10 minutes. Denton does a good job of hooking up with Renika. Discipline playing in the back for the Eagles. And Pyle was trying to find Ryan Williams there, but good job by the MOBA to cut it out. Good defending there by Ryan Williams, and now it's going to be Denal. Let's see if he can get a third goal, but good defending there by Johnny Evans. And here's Adam Shikali. Oh, good turn there by number 7, Brahan Gamara. And if Peachtree City wants to get back into this game, they're kind of need a goal in the next couple minutes here. But the Eagles are doing a great job of keeping all 11 men goal side and not giving Peachtree City any easy opportunities. Good job there by Wilfred Williams to clear it. Good job by Carrizosa there, seeing the pressure coming and knocking it back to Reeks. And Peachtree City has 2 subs waiting in the wings, so we'll see if they get a chance. Good back heel there by King, trying to set up his teammate Knockley, but the Eagles' defense was up to the task. And here come the substitutes. It's going to be, for Peachtree City, number 4, Nick Spelnam, and number 20, Jesse Hine, excuse me. So Spellman and Hine coming on, and making way for Spielman will be 23, Johnny Evans, and the other player coming off for Peachtree City will be Adam Chikali. So I would imagine this will be an attempt by Peachtree City to get more attacking, taking off the center back there. They're putting another defender on, but I wonder how defensive that that man Spielman will really be playing. And good ball there to Knockley. He was trying to set up King there, but Boitez was in a good position to cut that pass out and knock it away. And pressure now coming from Curran Page. Micheletto was trying to set up Page there, but the pass was a little bit off. Here's Mashingadze. He feels like he was fouled, and I think the ref's going to give it to him. It's a soft foul, but I think he was just a little bit off balance, so it knocked him off balance a little bit there. They feed the substitute Hine there. That might have been a handball there by Hine, but the ref's going to give it to him. I don't necessarily think it was intentional, but the arm was out, and the clearance pretty much hit him right in the wrist, so pretty easy call there for the official. So 4 minutes of regulation left, and Eagles still up 2-0. See how much stoppage time there is, but if Peachtree City wants to get back in this game, they're really going to need to get moving here. And the Eagles are doing a good job of not letting that happen and being very defensive-minded and not giving him any openings. Good job there by Denton to head it back to Renica. And Curran Page saves it, but immediately goes back to Peachtree City. Sanchez, it's a good job finding Williams there. Williams turns, tries to find Marco Micheletto. Here's Williams again. I think they called a foul on either Williams or Micheletto. Peachtree City ball either way. Then here's Knockley. Knockley with a great turn, taking on several Eagles defenders. A great ball up to a player, but William Pyle with a header. And let's see if they can get a shot here. Pyle does a good job of pouncing on that one. He came out of his box for a header and was off his line for a little while, and now we've got an injured MOBA player. Well, I think he's right back off his feet as Renica helps Ryan King up after getting a little knock there. That was an excellent run there by Bilal Knockley, who took on about 3 Eagles defenders right over on the left side and dribbled it up, and Peachtree City really almost had a goal there. That would have been a dangerous time to get one because that would have made the last 2 or 3 minutes really interesting. But very positive play from Knockley. Knockley again over on the left side, trying to cut in right. Good sliding challenge there from Ryan Williams. And here's Marco Micheletto. He's going to try to find Curran Page. But, that's a foul with the arms extended by Reeks. And that's going to be a pretty easy yellow card. That might have been a tactical foul, or he might have just been a bit of a frustration foul as Micheletto was getting away from him. But he's back on his feet now. We might just have one more substitute for the Eagles. It looks like Denis Siage might be getting ready to come on in a little while. We'll see who he comes on for. Just to close out this game. Sanchez knocks it all the way over to his fullback counterpart, Wilfred Williams, who cuts in beautifully on his left foot. Takes on a defender, and they're going to not call that one. He got knocked over, but I think the ref said it was all ball. Looks like a good tackle from here. And Knockley using a lot of pace there, but Sanchez is able to knock him off the ball and get it back to William Pyle, who clears it out for a MOBA throw-in. But they took the throw quick, but the refs are calling him back here now so that Charlotte can make it their third substitution of the night, as they will bring on Danny Siage, who will take the place of Macaulay King. He's played a very good 89 minutes, but Siage will just kind of come in and try to lock the door here for the Charlotte Eagles. The Eagles do have a 4-point cushion on first place, but the Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors have a game in hand on them, so and we'll have 2 games in hand on them after tonight. So getting a nice 7-point lead would really help them. Good turn there by Peachtree City. And here's Wilford Williams. Let's see if he can clear it. Just decides to knock it over to Ryan Williams. Kwame Denal kind of arm action there from Reeks, who's on a yellow card. Wilford Williams placed it into the center, headed away by, I believe that was Siage. Nope, that's Renika. Good play there by Gamara, trying to get it out wide and trying to play a ball in with his left foot. Another good tackle there by Juan Sanchez, who forces a corner kick. So if Peachtree City can score here, they'll still have a chance in stoppage time to get an equalizer, but it'll probably need to come here. Peachtree City gets ahead on it. It looked like it hit the football crossbar there as opposed to the soccer crossbar. So it'll be out for a throw-in, or a goal kick. Good kick there from William Pyle onto Denal's back. Header by Curran James to Denal. Curran Page, excuse me. And Gamara tried to get a little back heel onto that, but wasn't quite able to. Good sliding challenge there by number 20, Jesse Hine, trying to save that from going out. Still ended up going out, but a good play nonetheless. Here's Denal trying to hold it up and keep possession, but a great takeaway there by Taku Mashingadze. And here's Mashingadze. Finds Hine. Hine plays it back to Knockley. He had a little space ahead of him. I'm surprised he didn't just carry that on his own. Gamara back to Knockley, who plays it in with his left foot, trying to find King. One-time shot there by a MOBA player, and that was Roberto Carrizosa, and it goes wide left, but I think the ref ruled that it got a deflection from, I believe that was Siage, so it'll be a corner kick, and they really need a goal here. They've got 2 men right next to the ball. Gamara is right next to it, but I think that's going to be Knockley that takes it, unless I'm mistaken. And it looks like Kwame Denal's going to limp off with an injury there. Hopefully he's okay, but they're going to bring on number 9, Timur Zavidze here for the last minute or so of this game. Looks like Denal's all right, but they definitely don't want to force anything with a 2-0 lead. And Denal's put in a great 90 minutes. Good box there by, bicycle kick just over the bar from Taku Mashingadze. That was definitely dangerous there, coming off the William Pyle punch. But William Pyle has earned a clean sheet tonight, and that's the final whistle. 2-0 victory for the Charlotte Eagles over the Peachtree City MOBA tonight after an impressive performance by the Eagles that saw them keep a lot of possession. Scored first in the 10th minute by Jordan Smith-Williams off an assist from Santi Moore. And Kwame Denal doubled the lead in the 67th minute with a left-footed blast into the top left corner, which will keep the Charlotte Eagles in first place with 13 points and keep Peachtree City in second to last with 2 games in hand over last place West Virginia Chaos with 3 points. But a really impressive performance there by the Eagles, who definitely didn't have anything given easy to them. Peachtree City did a good job of playing stout defense and getting a lot of men behind the ball, but the Eagles did what they could to keep possession and had a couple guys who were really looking to be positive and take on defenders, and that ended up paying off for them as they were able to win this game tonight 2-0. Their next home game will be Thursday, June 9th against the Kings Warriors, which will probably be a huge game, especially if Kings Warriors can use these couple games that they have in hand to their advantage and get a few points out of them. But definitely a great win tonight for the Eagles, who moved to 4-0-1. Once again, that's a final score of 2-0 for the Charlotte Eagles here at Charlotte Christian. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.